now, the NGO Aγκαλιά from Lesbos. You've just been awarded the Wallenberg Prize for your work with refugees. Can I ask you, Yorgos, where do you get your funding from?
All right, our funding does not come from the European Union or the Greek government. We work a lot with crowdfunding and with social media, and actually it goes quite well. This is the main power we're funded from. And
are these people in Greece, or these are people across Europe? Or
people all over the world,
over the
mainly Europe, but all over the world, because they know what we've been doing the last 10 years.
And what have you been doing in the last 10 years?
Wow, well, I guess...
I believe you've helped 17,000 people.
It's just for the 6 last months, because we have the great refugee issue in all Lesbos, where we come from. And just for the past 6 months, we've tried to help more than 17,000 people in need of food, rest and medical attention. So just 4 people with late father Stratis, with which we co-founded the organization.
And how did you start working together to address these issues? Obviously you had people arriving on your island, something had to be done, but why did you do it?
Because one day Father Stratis came at where we work, and he said, I need to feed some refugees, some people, and I need help, and that was it.
And Father Stratis is a priest?
He was a priest, yes.
So he had a role in the community, and
he was well known for his peacemaking actions and for his activism. And because we were also interested a lot in the refugees, so he just drew us with him, and we created this small team. It's a very small local team. We're not paid from it. And well, that's the beginning of the story until this day.
And why did you need to do this?
Because you cannot have people that are starving and that kids and babies in dire need outside your doorstep and doing nothing. You cannot have people drowning in the beaches where you fish and you have your showers. You cannot stand doing nothing and stay inside your house. At least for us, it's very simple.
And did you not expect the Greek government to step in, or the European Union to step in?
We do. Up until now, we hope it will happen. But really we cannot expect and we cannot wait for all this great bureaucracy and I don't know what else to be activated. We just went out and did our best. It's very simple.
How long did it take you to sort of get active from the moment people started arriving? When did they start arriving?
We were active the past 10 years, but when the great surge of refugees began again, like say in May, past May, it just took us a day to organize a small warehouse. It was a warehouse, and we turned it into a guest house, a sleeping house. In a small room like 50 square meters, there were one day that we had to accommodate 1,000 people. So there were people sleeping inside, outside, on the streets.
It just took the weather was better then.
No, we had a really rainy June. We had a really rainy June, and it was very difficult. But it took us one day to take the decision that we cannot do nothing. And
tell me, Katerina, your personal reasons for being involved, is this something that you chose to do for yourself, or did you feel that you needed to help others?
I surely felt that I needed to help, because there was no way that I could sit in my cozy home and live and watch people passing by and doing nothing for them. There were little children, there were aged persons that did not merit to have that kind of facing, so I wanted to take action. And we all decided from the first moment that this started that we had to do our best.
And is this something that you've all been doing in parallel to your everyday lives, your normal lives?
Yeah, we're supposed to have normal lives as well.
That's our volunteer life. We're volunteers. It's not a choice. When you see people in need, you must act like a human being and help them. There is no other choice. Being human or not being human.
But this kind of assistance, this kind of help that you've been providing to so many people over such a long time, it takes a lot of time in itself. So have you not found that there's been a conflict between the obligations that you're taking on, that you're assuming, and your everyday responsibilities, your jobs, your families?
Yeah,
Of course.
How have you reconciled those two things?
We try to manage it because we own a family business. It's what we're doing everyday life, so we're a little more flexible to our responsibilities. But we can't set that aside, so we can manage to. We try to manage to bring it all together and do it all in our free time, which we do not have. Exactly.
So you're using your free time for
course.
charitable work. But how much have other people on Lesvos supported you, responded, helped?
Well, actually, right now in Lesvos, something for us wondrous is happening. We all know that Greece is facing a great crisis, a lot of austerity measures. And really, Greeks are standing in solidarity with the refugees and with the volunteers, because there are a lot of volunteers from Europe. What we believe is that up until now, the society of Lesvos and many other small islands of Greece has shown a paradigmatic way of facing the refugee issue. It's a very difficult issue. It's very difficult having thousands of people every day on your doorstep in need and having very little resources to go out and help them. And of course, Greeks feel that they are already themselves in dire need. So, but really, if we can use this discussion to send a message, is volunteers from all over Europe should go to the Greek islands to see what we're talking about. It's not a utopia. It's other people helping people, and this happens mostly because there were a lot of deaths. There are deaths that still happen. And you know, Greeks, because they really know well from refugee issues, it's a refugee nation, it's a nation of immigrants. I think they stand in a great solidarity, and they're paradigmatic to the world. And for those that doubt my words, there's always the Greek islands where they can go and look for themselves. It's a solidarity from the Greeks to the refugees, and from European people, ordinary citizens like us, to the Greek people. It's amazing.
So this is sorry to interrupt you.
There's a symbolic photo taken by the three grandmas of Skalasi Kamia. It's a small village where the refugees arrive, and there are three aged women, locals, that are holding a little baby and feeding it like it was their own grandchild, and it has become a symbol all over Greece and Europe.
So in a way, this is a symbol of what Europe is capable of, if it only chooses to.
Yes, exactly. If it only chooses to show that there is a way through tolerance and humanism, because Europe is all about humanism. If it's not that, if it's just creating wars and sanctioning them, I think we're going to see much worse things in Europe for the years to come. But there is another way. There's the way of humanitarian help. There's the way of Father Stratis, who just said that if only we were to choose to love instead of hate without conditions. It's really very easy. It's not religious. It's deeply political and deeply humanistic.
Thank you so much for coming and talking to us today. Georgas, Katerina, Eleni.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you too.